same is alcohol. Alcohol was created for polishing. It's very good. For example, if you have to polish your crystal, you should use gin. It's very good for diamonds or anything. It's just a polish. It's a polish for the for anything. It gives a polish. See, alcohol is a polish, and its composition is such that it gives a polish to a thing. Now God wanted you to have polished surfaces and polished things and all the clean look of it, so He gave you this polish. Now you started drinking it. Now what to do? He never asked you to drink. But if you drink that, then it polishes your intestines also. But it has its own nature. It doesn't have any idea of morality. Poor thing. We can't blame the alcohol, because it is supposed to polish. Wherever you put it, it polishes. All right. So it polishes your liver also nicely. And when the liver is nicely polished, then what happens? That the heat from the liver, which is for the expulsion from the body, it has to pass into the bloodstream, cannot, because there's a barrier. And because of that barrier, poor liver does not know what to do. It just goes on accumulating all the heat within it, and that's how your liver goes out of circulation of anything. You have liver problems and you feel very giddy, nauseating, and liver is the one which really cleanses your attention. Whatever you gather from your attention, it cleanses. So you become horrid. You are all the time angry, hot-tempered, you bark at people all the time. All that thing is typically liverish, you see. You grow tall, like that, absolutely straight line, and you become very hot-tempered. Sometimes you could be hawk-like, so people will be afraid of going nearer such a person, because such a person can be very dry personality. And that's why you'll find drunkard people, if they are over-drunk, you go near them, they'll just beat you for nothing at all. It sometimes happens that by chance, if you go and ask some drunkard that was the time in the night, you will have it. So, because it spoils your awareness, and in that awareness a nice man also could be like that. But of course there could be a case where a person might become better. That is also another thing that can happen when you get possessed by this left side movement, because alcohol reduces your awareness, and you go to the left side, movement to the left side may give you a feeling, oh, I'm very much better now, and sort of you get happy because your ego is subsided and everything is all right, and I'm really morbid now, I cannot hit anyone, and let me have a little bit and sleep off. But next day there's a hangover, and you feel so horrible with it that you don't know what to do. It's something, then again you want to have it in the night, because you want to again go to the same realm into the left side. Now this left side realm apparently shows that there is reduction in the weight of the ego, but it does not, it wobbles. What happens that you go to the superego on the left hand side to see there, and the ego then thinks that it has gone down because the superego increases in size. But when superego increases, the ego is pushed down, and then when you come to your ego condition, then it pushes down. So there's a big wobbling going on, and such people get ultimately very much confused. They might end up in a lunatic asylum, I don't know what they do, but when they are even sane, you can find they lose the grip over life. For example, such people can become very frivolous and cannot feel the joy of life without drinking. It's most amazing that people can't enjoy each other unless and until there's a glass in between. Human beings are so beautiful, and they have the capacity to enjoy each other so much. They are the only ones who are blessed more than anybody else. But if there's a glass all the time in between, then they can just bark at each other. They cannot enjoy each other. The enjoyment should be complete when there's nothing in between. Now this is what I was telling you, this Nabhi Chakra. This Nabhi Chakra gets ruined also when we take to alcohols or serious things like that, drugs, and even I've seen certain medicines can spoil this. Then you get a problem with other things like digestion, you get constipation, all sorts of things take place by which you develop gas troubles and other troubles and then your heart troubles, and it goes on one after another. I do not say that it's only alcohol that will cause. There are other causes also, but alcohol can never be helpful in giving you good health. Some people have a feeling that if you take alcohol then only you will keep good health. Is a wrong thing. Because health is not only physical health, it's also mental health. People think that physical health is the end of everything. Is absolutely wrong, because we are not only the physical being, we are also the mental being and the emotional being. And when you play too much with your Navi chakra, you have the biggest problem, and that is that you can never be successful in life as far as enjoyment is concerned of your achievements.
Mother, I just want to know why, if alcohol is so bad for you, did Christ turn the water into wine?
Oh, you see, that's another big mistake. That time wine was not this kind of a wine. You see, people used to take wine which is grape juice. Even today, if you go to Jerusalem, you get wine which is not fermented. It is prohibited in the Bible, if you read Moses or Abraham, to take these strong drinks. It is described very clearly. But why Christ did not talk about alcohol? There's a difference between wine and alcohol. Wine which is fermented and wine which is a real wine. You see, otherwise he would say fermented wine. And that's a very common drink, and I also enjoy it very much. Grapes I love. So ordinary grape juice was the wine. But about this alcohol, he didn't talk much. Because, you see, now I'm with you. I have to give you realization, so I'm talking about Kundalini and realization, isn't it? Now, Christ did not have to deal with Kundalini at that time, but he had to talk of eternal life, so he talked about that. And he showed with his life that life is eternal by his resurrection. Now, Abraham and Moses, all these primordial masters are concerned with your attention and with your sustenance. So all of them, whether it was Muhammad or anyone, have talked against alcohol. You see, whatever was their job was to look after the sustenance of the stomach. And we can see clearly that how can anybody who is of Christ quality give you wine to drink, which goes against your awareness? It's impossible. But that's how it is. We do not, you see, we mold everything according to our ideas, but wine means ordinary wine. You go today even, if you ask for wine, even in Switzerland, you'll be surprised that ordinary grape juice is called as wine. Even the grape, that creeper is called as wine. The whole thing is called as wine, yeah. Now there is no fermentation as far as wine is concerned, but this is what it was. Alright?